Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home with minimal equipment. What we're going to need today is a tube that is up high, which is a little bit stronger of a tube or a band. One that is right in the middle, and you of course can change them mid-workout. You can pause or you can just change it quickly. And a ball, so like a fit ball, and a small set of dumbbells, so smaller weight. All right, and that is all you're going to need for today. So remember to come into these workouts warmed up, ready to move, get your heart rate up, get your muscles and joints warmed up and ready for movement, and your mindset ready for movement. Okay, so we're going to start on the floor with a lat pull down. Now, if you have vaulted ceilings or raised ceilings and somewhere where you can loop around the band a little higher, this will work great by standing. You can sit on a ball, you can kneel on one knee. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I'm going to sit up nice and tall here and squeeze down and back. So we're going to keep your shoulders down away from your ears throughout the exercise. Take a breath before you start. Breathe out. Nice and slowly, both directions. You want to control that band. Don't let the band control you. Of course, if you have a home workout gym and you can do this with a machine, you can also do that. 6, 7, keep your tummy nice and tight, back nice and straight. 9 and 10. All right, good. Next, we're going to stand up. So make sure you stand up nice and slowly if you are seated. I'm still having camera issues, so I apologize here for my camera, but it is what it is. Okay, we're going to do reverse lunges. I'm going to scoot that back just a little. So remember with these, I want you to stand like right at a kitchen counter so you can step back. I'm going to stand sideways here so you can see. I want you to be a big step back and then go down in. So I've got about a 90-degree bend. So it's a really big step back so that your weight is going back. You want your weight in that front heel and obviously your back toe. Now you can use that counter to really sit back. Like I recommend that people start, the counter is right here. So there's no way you can get your knee out in front of that ankle. You want to sit back, that counter's here. Now you can also do it sideways to the counter or just hang on with one hand and grab a weight in one hand. But keep that one hand available in case you lose your balance. Taking that big step back can be challenging for your balance. Also, holding onto a weight in one hand, like I've said, is a really good core workout. So it challenges your core to remain stable even though you're holding a weight on one side. And then, of course, the next time you can switch hands and hold it in the opposite hand. Now you can do, if these are really challenging for you, start with 3 or 4 on each side, maybe 5 on each side, so it's a total of 10. If you need the extra challenge, go ahead and do 10 on each, especially with a little bit of extra weight. All right, good, rest. Refresh my screen here. Okay, next we're gonna go back over to where I've got my tube set up. We're gonna do some side twists. So grab that tube. It's about hip height or chest height. Anywhere in there is fine. I want one handle for that tube. Good wide base of support to start. Your knees and hips are bent. Your tummy is nice and tight. And we're going to go side twists. So we're twisting all the way over to the side. My arms are pretty straight. They've got just a little bit of a bend, but I'm working my tummy here. I'm working my core. Notice that my legs are still a little bit bent. I'm not in a squat, just that good athletic stance. Pull it all the way over to the side. You're twisting your body. You should be feeling that in your tummy. 9, 10, and 10. All right, good. That kind of gets a lot of different muscle groups because your hips and your legs are engaged, your tummy's engaged, your shoulders are engaged. It's a really good one. Okay, next we're going to grab that fit ball. Move my camera here. I want you to roll out on your tummy, and we're going to do a hip extension. So I'll move this way just a little bit. Your hands are just here for support. You're going to lift up both legs at once, driving your heels towards the ceiling. I'm going to move forward just a little bit more. Knees are straight here, so you're lifting from your glutes. So lift up, keep your feet together, kind of squeeze your feet together, and relax. Now I want your head to remain in neutral. I'm looking over at the camera, but keeping your head in that neutral position so it's in line with the rest of your spine. So not looking up and, not way down there. Just keeping it happy. As you bring those heels up, think about a straight line all the way from your head down through your heels. Keep breathing. You really have to work on your breathing when your tummy is on the ball like this. You really have to concentrate on it. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze those feet together. Keep your knees straight. And 10. All right, good. Rest. Okay, now we're going to stand back up, so make sure you stand up slowly so that you don't get dizzy or lightheaded. Grab that small weight dumbbell that I talked about. Okay, we're going to do, that light is a little bit annoying, forward and then rear delt raises, deltoid. So your deltoid is this muscle in your shoulder here. So I want you to stand either in a tandem stance or, a staggered stance, shoulders down and back to start. I want you to raise forward so your thumbs are up, and then out to the side, but you're going to turn your pinkies up. Move over here. Forward, and out to the side, but your pinkies go up. Now look I don't have that big of a range of motion here, so I'm not going all the way up. It's just out to the side, but pinkies are up. So almost like you're going to go cheers, and then dump those cans out. Refresh my screen here. Stay in that tandem stance. Keep your tummy nice and tight. When you left that weight out front, you got to keep your tummy nice and tight to protect your back. Keep breathing. If you're having any shoulder pain with one or the other, just do one, not the other. So like if you have shoulder pain when you go back like this, first of all, try doing it a smaller range of motion. And if that still gives you any shoulder pain, then just stop that part of it. Tummy nice and tight. One more. It doesn't take much weight for this one. And rest. Okay, set those weights down with good form, bending those knees. Now we're going to lower back down to the floor. And if you have a towel or a rolled up yoga mat, this is a good thing. You can stick kind of right in the small of your back like this. We're going to do a pike or a boat hold. Now you can also do this on a Bosu if you have one. I tell people to start off, so what we're going to do is we're going to lean back like this and then see if you can pick your feet up off the floor. So you can start by having your hands behind your legs like this, and then your goal is to keep your back straight. It's easy to kind of fall into your low back like this with this one, but your goal is to keep your back straight. So start with a small range of motion, but the goal would be like this. So that's really hard. So we don't need to start there, but get this right in the small of your back, gives you just a little bit of a support. And then you can start like this, just holding your knees up off the floor, but that helps you keep your back straight. And then you're having to engage those abs. Now, if you can do that without problem, without any trouble, without any back pain, I'm just actually going to move that because it's kind of in my way. Try it like this. So now my feet are up off the floor, my knees are bent. The more you have your knees bent, the easier this is. It's a shorter lever. So keep that back straight. If you start feeling like you're doing this, then support them a little bit with your hands. So starting with that shorter lever, you could always move to a longer lever, but start here. And then if you want to, you can slowly come to here. But let's work on this to begin with. So you can be anywhere in that and then try to hold it for 15, 20, 30 seconds. Breathe. Keep that back nice and tight. If you're feeling it in your low back, just stop and then readjust. The other thing you can do instead of using a yoga mat is like a small, like soft medicine ball right up in there, right up in your tailbone, or sitting on a pad. I can't do this without a carpet or a pad. It kind of hurts my tailbone, but I can do it with a nice soft carpet. Okay, so work on that. Start with those knees really close in. You don't need to have them out straight. I'd rather have you with a straight back and no back pain, and then slowly work on getting those legs a little further out. Okay, so go through those 1 or 2 more times. Add a little cardio in between, 1 or 2, maybe 5 minutes, and remember to follow with a good cool down and stretch. If you have any questions or need any modifications, feel free to message me privately or leave a message in the comments. We'll see you next time. Have a great workout, everybody.